Good morning, good after. Oh,
Good morning, good afternoon, and good day. I don't know. I've never done an intro like that before. I am Mads the Crazy, and this is Cosimoto, and we are reviewing Captain
Cosimoto.
Marvel. We are reviewing Captain Marvel, but this is a spoiler-free one.
Before we just did a spoiler one, this one will be spoiler-free.
Yeah, so we got all the spoilers out, I think, hopefully. But yeah.
Stay for the very end of the credits, because there's 2 post-credit scenes. That's not a spoiler. Don't worry, that's not a
There's no
spoiler.
spoiler.
That's just say that
Yeah. There are 2 post-credit scenes, one after like the flashy credits, and then one after like the full long credits, which everyone seems to forget.
Yeah.
Apparently, because like according to our cinema, like half of them just left.
Yeah.
I mean, in their defense, the lights did come on pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so we're on the same pattern, aren't we, for this one? Just avoiding topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on the same pattern, but try not to give away anything.
Can do. Show the storyline on its own.
A bit quicker.
Yeah, it will be much quicker because we won't be like talking and ranting about stuff.
Alright, so we've got a list here. Number 1 on the list is storyline on its own.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Did we like the storyline as its own movie?
Okay. As its own movie, yes, I loved the storyline because it was nice. It was really interesting to me. It was a fresh movie.
Yeah, it's like superhero movies, like messy with their storylines, but this one it's like spoiler review in the spoiler review, but like, this is most better for origin of the characters, but I forgot how I worded this. Explains it quickly, the story quickly, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you know those superhero movies where like the origin of the characters takes like half an hour. Like it's quick, fits with the story. So like storyline on its own, be not connected to Endgame or anything in the MCU, minus the ending. Because then, if it was just on its own movie, it wouldn't make sense. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. Your turn.
Yes, I think for the most part, as I mentioned, the storyline. I love the storyline. It's really interesting to me. As I mentioned, it does a really good. Well, technically this would be under the characters again, so I guess we might as well skip that for this one. It does that amnesiac like trope really well.
Is it a good superhero movie?
Yes, it is a good superhero movie. But like, okay,
there's not much like saving people in it.
No,
which this I forgot to mention in the spoiler review.
Yeah, as I mentioned, unless you didn't mention this, but as I mentioned, it's not exactly a superhero movie. It's more of like a finding yourself movie.
Like it's not that much like a superhero movie, as in like saving people and a building collapses and then you swoop in and save someone's life. It's more of like defeating the villains.
Yeah. So in that regard, yeah, it's an alright superhero movie, but I don't think it's really designed to be a superhero movie.
Yeah, like if like they've forgotten that kids like superheroes and watch superhero movies, the whole superhero aspect of it all.
It definitely has like a superhero aspect to it. I just don't think it's like sort of like a main focus, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Acting. Brie Larson's acting. The spoiler review. She had a handful of emotions.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best.
A handful of emotions.
She had like 5 emotions.
Not even, I don't think.
I'm not gonna say what the scene was because obviously it's not a spoiler review. But there was like one scene where she did have good emotions.
Yeah. I already know what the scene is, so I'm glad I don't have to like ask you, because this is why I'm glad we did the spoiler one
me-
first.
I can't believe you don't.
No. I'm saying like this is why I'm glad we did the spoiler one first, so I know exactly the scene you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I mentioned in the spoiler review, I don't think that was like the best emotion to be presented. It was definitely an interesting one though. Okay, so that's that one. Moving on, I guess.
Yeah, I get. Oh, and
We are rushing through this because I
Agent,
actually have to go soon. In like 30 minutes.
Agent Coulson, funny.
Ada Coulson funny should have appeared more.
Oh, you should just like just zip through it.
Yeah.
Funny.
Ada Coulson
Should have appeared more than he did.
Yeah.
Origin of characters. This one's hard to say without spoiling. Okay, origin of characters. Nick Fury with his eye. Anything, because it would all be a spoiler.
Well, we could say it felt forced. We can pretty much say that.
Yeah, all right. It felt forced.
It felt forced. It did feel forced.
Almost as if they forgot.
They had a lot of foreshadowing in it, and then pretty much forced it in. Yeah.
And Captain Marvel's origin, I really liked.
Yeah. If I could rate like the origin, like
of how she became Captain
that would
Marvel.
be 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it wasn't cliche or anything.
Well, there was a cliche, and that being like the amnesiac trope, but it was done well.
Editing, Nick Fury's face, Samuel L. Jackson's face, how they made him look younger was amazing.
Top notch, bro. Top notch. Even better than I think it was what's his name? What's Hank Pym's actor's name? They had one in Ant-Man, and yeah, that one was caught on pretty quickly.
If you didn't notice in the trailers, Nick Fury is younger. He's older, so they had to edit his face to make him look younger, and they did an amazing job on that.
Yeah, top notch job. It almost looks like him during the Star Wars prequels.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh.
Sorry. I forced in a joke there, and it was beautiful. I'm sorry.
Captain Marvel, her little text things on her, pretty cool. The outfit effects were, and
well luminance matched. Yes, it was well luminance matched, which you can get from a Marvel movie. You kind of expect that.
Yeah.
Basically, editing is pretty much Marvel movies forte. I think at this point, it's well edited, and that's what you should expect.
Yeah. Storyline connected to the MCU.
This is a bit hard to spoil. Like hard not to spoil. I'm saying. I'd say interesting, but mostly separate.
Throughout the movie, it's like we said at the start.
Yeah, there's a few recurring characters from the MCU. So I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off. But I should say there are characters from the MCU that appear there that are that character, but other than that, it is a standalone movie.
Which is like Agent Coulson and Nick Fury and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it only like this without spoiling it.
It is like I said, this was a very hard one not to spoil.
Yeah. So near the end is when it starts going like, oh.
Yeah. So the question is, does it tie in well with the MCU? Yes.
At the end, for me.
At the end, it does tie up a few loose ends, yes. Do I think it's still, do I still think it? Okay, as I mentioned in the spoiler review, it feels like this movie has been designed as if people aren't going to watch this. Like so they feel like, okay, we can just skip over this for the most part. I think Black Panther was done similarly as well.
I know what you're talking about. Don't say it.
I'm not saying it.
let's just say something appears in the movie if you follow the MCU, and I mean like literally follow it, like you've watched every single movie and you know everything that happens, a bit confused. Like,
Yeah, I am holding back. I think Nick has noticed this. I am holding back with my rant because I already did rant, so I kind of don't
Yeah.
need to right now.
introducing the movie or you don't care about spoilers, go ahead and watch the spoiler review and everything will be explained better. Points and details we liked. No way. We can. Well, at least
I can't actually say anything without spoiling things, so this would pretty much just be you.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to skip this one. No.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to skip these two, I imagine, because both of them pretty much rely on spoilers. References. We can touch on references and Easter eggs, couldn't we? We could touch. There's a few references and Easter eggs, mainly to other Marvel movies, and I think there was one to Star Wars. I cannot remember. But yeah, that's pretty much us touching on references and Easter eggs.
I guess we've kind of just skipped 7, 8, and 9. 8 was points and details we didn't like.
Yeah, it was, like I said, we can't really do 7 or 8 without spoiling.
A lot of these we can't say much without spoiling.
Because yeah, otherwise, because like 7 and 8 is literally the way we're not spoiling it. Yeah, there were a few points and details we liked and didn't like there. That's basically those two topics covered without spoiling. And then so references and Easter eggs, we can
references without spoiling it, but saying it.
There were references to
references.
Other
there are a couple of there are a couple of references to Agents of Shield.
A lot of
series.
Agents of Shield series.
I only caught 2, but that's because
you've only seen up to like Ghost Rider or something from memory. Is that correct?
Actually, I think I made it like 3 episodes, and then I started watching clips on YouTube.
Okay, so yeah, I'm fully caught up on the thing, and I actually had like this entire period where at the end of the latest
there was one point in the movie where there was this one point in the movie, like a reference of Agents of Shield came up, and Mad just completely fanboyed and like nearly screamed.
Out of 10, 7.5 to 8.
Just the way it could have been higher for me is my scenes were amazing, but I wanted more.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Would I watch? I think okay. Would I watch this movie again, or would you watch the movie again?
Definitely.
Yeah, for me, same. I'd definitely watch this movie again. I'd probably watch it in order with all the other MCUs. So I'll probably pull up the timeline and go, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and then just watch all of them in like a day or something.
What if someone like got all of the MCU movies and put them together?
I hope they release a collection. Like I really hope that Disney releases a collection. So
they probably might do that after Endgame or something. When it's all finished, they'll like release a trilogy.
Yeah.
Maybe not. And without like giving too much spoilers, this spoiler and it isn't a spoiler because everyone knows it, but I'm gonna say it in the best way I can. Stan Lee have recognition in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say how, but he is noticed. He is acknowledged. Cameo. He always has cameos. Everyone knows he's got a cameo in Endgame and Far From Home. So he does have a cameo, but without spoiling it, there is more than just the cameo.
Yeah. Well, we can spoil the first like 3 seconds. Well, first like 10 seconds of the movie.
Can we though?
Yeah.
Go ahead then.
So
if you don't want to hear it, I'll put up on screen right now of where to skip to.
Okay, so during the start of the movie, there's this little You know the Marvel thing, okay, doing the Marvel like logo thing. There's all Stanley, and it was beautiful.
Like
Okay,
how it's got like Iron Man and Hulk flashes up and all the characters, and then it says Marvel Studios. Every single character is replaced with Stanley. Stan.
yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. And I actually, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I went over to Nick's shoulder and I rested my head on there and I cried. Yeah, so that's something I did. I'm so heartless. I'm so sorry. And Nick's gone quiet now because. Yeah, your microphone's on, I think. Okay, so you can hear me, but I can't hear you. Maybe try unplugging your microphone, so it'll use the one on your computer instead. So Nick says, "Thank you for watching YouTube. Goodbye."